What up, guys? We're out here with the Ronbus Ripples. I've got the R2 14 millimeter and I've got the R1 14 millimeter. We're going to do some speed tests today and see how these paddles stack up to some other Gen 3 category paddles. I've got the Mod TA-15 16 millimeter, the OG Scorpeus 3 delisted, and the new UPAA certified Scorpeus 3S. Let's see how all these power paddles stack up. Okay, we're going to start with the Ronbus Ripple R1 14. Let's see if we can get on some power serves.
51 miles per hour. 55 miles per hour. 52 miles per hour. 55 miles per hour. 57 miles per hour. 54 miles per hour. 49 miles per hour. 53 miles per hour.
We'll take that 49 mile an hour one out. I hit the slinger.
52 miles per hour. 52 miles per hour. 52 miles per hour.
Stuck on 52 miles an hour.
57 miles per hour.
There we go.
52 miles per hour.
One more with the R1.
52 miles per hour.
Okay, so that average is going to give us, let's end this session, and I'm going to dump the one where I reached back a little too far and hit the slinger bag, and the R1, out of 14 balls, I've got 53.4 miles per hour on my serves. So let's move on to the R2 now and see how the Ripple R2 14 millimeter performs. Okay, I've got the Ronbus Ripple R2 14 millimeter here. We're going to stack it up against the R1. We're going to see if there's any difference in terms of power on my serves with the standard shape paddle versus the hybrid shape paddle. Looks like a hybrid shape to me. Here we go.
51 miles per hour. 55 miles per hour. 52 miles per hour. 51 miles per hour. 53 miles per hour. 55 miles per hour. 53 miles per hour. 53 miles per hour. 55 miles per hour.
Definitely
53 miles per hour.
these Ronbus paddles, these Ripples, very, very light, very, very whippy. I had to add a little bit of tungsten tape to mine just to improve the stability and control of them. But I love how lightweight they feel. Love the size of the grip. I really, really like a lot of things about these paddles. I don't love all things about these paddles. We'll get into that in a little bit. Let's finish this speed test on the R2.
68 miles per hour.
That was not 68 miles per hour.
52 miles per hour.
We're gonna dump that 68 mile an hour one. Here we go.
61 miles per hour.
That one I'll take.
51 miles per hour.
One more.
53 miles per hour.
Okay, on the R2, and if we dump the anomaly here, which is 68 miles an hour, I'll take the 61 because that legit felt way harder than any of the other shots. So just to recap, on the R1, out of 14 serves, power serves, 53.4 miles an hour. On the R2, also 14 power serves, 53.4 miles an hour. All right, let's move on to the Mod TA-15. 16 millimeter. All right, 14 balls. Here we go.
52 miles per hour. 53 miles per hour. 53 miles per hour. 52 miles per hour.
With the mod, you definitely feel like you're swinging quite a bit more weight. I think the static weight on my mod is 8.4 ounces, something around there. And on my ripples, 7.8 to 8.0. I definitely feel like I'm swinging more weight here.
50 miles per hour. 54 miles per hour. 52 miles per hour. 53 miles per hour.
It seems like the ripples got the mod beat.
60 miles per hour.
There we go.
52 miles per hour. 56 miles per hour. 57 miles per hour. 51 miles per hour. 50 miles per hour. 52 miles per hour.
Okay. End that session. Mod. Anything too crazy here that needs to be corrected? No. So I've got 15 serves. 15 power serves with the Mod TA-15 16 millimeter. My average speed, 53.1 miles per hour. So just to recap, Ronbus R1 and R2 Ripple, 53.4 miles an hour each. And with the Mod TA-15, 53.1 miles an hour on 15 total serves. Let's move on to the OG Gen 3, the original Scorpeus 3. OG Scorpeus 3, delisted, propulsion core, you know it.
51 miles per hour.
Whoa.
54 miles per hour. 50 miles per hour. 61 miles per hour.
Yup.
49 miles per hour.
Nope, missed that one.
49 miles per hour.
Got that one though.
51 miles per hour. 51 miles per hour. 51 miles per hour. 54 miles per hour.
I'm just ripping these balls. Ronbus Ripple.
51 miles per hour.
Whoa, OG Scorpeus. Doesn't seem like it's keeping up.
53 miles per hour. 49 miles per hour. 55 miles per hour. 51 miles per hour. 54 miles per hour. 52 miles per hour. 53 miles per hour.
All right, let's see what we got. OG Gen 3 Scorpeus. I'm going to take that 49 out because I mishit it. Okay, so Gen 3 Scorpeus propulsion core. 17 power serves, 52.4 miles an hour. Mod TA-15, 53.1 miles per hour. Ronbus R1 and R2, 53.4 miles an hour each. Let's check out the Scorpeus 3S. All right, here we go. Colin John, Scorpeus 3S, 16 millimeter.
54 miles per hour. 51 miles per hour.
The Scorpeus 3S feels like a much more solid paddle to me.
50 miles per hour.
It doesn't feel like a trampoline in your hands.
48 miles per hour.
I missed that one. We're gonna cut that one.
51 miles per hour. 46 miles per hour. 50 miles per hour. 52 miles per hour. 53 miles per hour.
Oh, I missed that one. It didn't register. I ripped that one.
50 miles per hour. 48 miles per hour.
Ah, that's two I missed. All right, let's get those two back.
49 miles per hour.
I got that one though.
48 miles per hour.
And I got that one. All right, one more.
51 miles per hour.
Ah, one more.
51 miles per hour.
All right, let's see how the Scorpeus 3S performed on these power serves. I'm gonna end that session. I'm gonna get rid of the one I mishit. The other ones I flushed. 14 serves with the Scorpeus 3S, 50.3 miles an hour. Okay, so let's recap. I've been out here speed testing the Ronbus Ripples R1 and R2 14 millimeter paddles, and I put them against the Scorpeus original Gen 3, the Scorpeus 3S, and the Mod TA-15. The Mod TA-15, actually let's go slowest to fastest, most powerful. In terms of the slowest serve speed out of all 5 of these paddles, and it's negligible, the Colin Johns Scorpeus 3S at 50.3 miles per hour. Next is the original Gen 3 delisted Scorpeus 3 at 52.4 miles per hour. Followed by the Mod TA-15 16 millimeter, 53.1 miles per hour. And finally, both Ronbus Ripples, #1 for a tie at 53.4 miles per hour each. And that's again after 14 serves each with these and just averaged out. So what do I think about the Ronbus Ripples R1 and R2? These paddles are fantastic. They are extraordinarily powerful paddles. Very, very poppy. The slightest wrist movement will send the ball firing back at your opponent. I struggle with the amount of power in these paddles. They're so lightweight that I find myself having to focus on every single shot, technique and lift, right angles, that I'm afraid I'm going to pop up more balls with these Ronbus Ripples. Now that's not to say that these paddles lack innovation or aren't incredible. They are incredible paddles. And the innovation that went into these, and you can kind of see the ripples. Well, maybe you can't see it, but you can feel them. It feels like ripples in the sand. I just find that playing competitively with these stresses me out, because the slightest miscue and a ball that would have otherwise maybe been popped up 2 feet got popped up 3 or 4 feet. So you have to be delicate and deliberate about every single shot to really get the most out of these paddles. On baseline drives or punch volleys, they're out of this world. Like, you can drive the ball like there's no tomorrow with these paddles. It's when you're in those peculiar predicaments during a game, when you're running to get a ball and dig a ball out, that you have to be delicate. You have to have soft hands. Otherwise, your vulnerabilities are going to be accentuated. Or your vulnerabilities are going to be, your weaknesses are going to be highlighted if you cannot dial these paddles in, and they take time to dial in. I enjoy playing with them. So far, I haven't enjoyed competing with them, if that makes sense. I'd much rather take a Paddletech Bantam, the new ESQC series or Annalee Waters series to league play or to a tournament, because I feel that much more connected to those types of paddles. These power paddles, where essentially you're holding a power trampoline and the ball is going to rocket off the face, I just find them incredibly difficult to control for my game. And they cause me a whole lot of stress and anxiety if you haven't dialed them in before your first game. Once you start to lose confidence playing with these paddles live, it's really hard to get it back. And so I found myself grabbing another trusted paddle to finish the game or match with. I've started and finished plenty of games with both of these ripples and tournaments. I'm just saying I play more inconsistently with these because of the extra power and pop than I otherwise do with those Paddletechs or even the Carbon 2X 14 millimeter, which I love. So these paddles are for somebody. I'm not getting rid of them. I enjoy playing them. They're not the paddle that I would choose to bring to a highly competitive match, at least not at this point, because I don't trust them yet. And I found that in the 3 or 4 weeks playing them, my trust in them has increased a little bit, but I would not reach into my bag if there's a game that we need to pull out and think that I'm just going to overpower my opponents at higher levels with these paddles. So all the respect in the world to Ronbus for the incredible innovation that went into these paddles, no doubt. Please don't take this as I'm saying these paddles are terrible and you shouldn't buy them. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying these paddles take an incredible amount of focus and practice to dial in first. And for somebody that's newer to the game, I definitely would not recommend pulling this paddle out. You're not going to have fun with it. But for an intermediate to advanced player that wants to sink the time into and invest that amount of time into dialing these paddles in, I think you're going to have a heck of a lot of fun. No doubt. So check them out. Ronbus Ripple R1, R2. Later.